My girlfriend here are pregnant, well, I guess she is, and we were just coming here to look at our pregnancy options and see what we can do from here.
Okay, you guys could just sign in. Have you been here before?
No, they we have not.
Okay, well, if you just fill this out and bring it back up again. Someone will call you back shortly. Thank you.
So you nervous about going back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried too. I really have no idea what's going to happen. I haven't even told my parents yet. I'm sure you haven't either, right?
No, my parents will kill me.
Yeah, so looks like we're kind of in a bind.
I mean, what options are there? What can I do?
There's only so many options out there that we can do, but I guess you'll take it one step at a time, you know? Not get too worked up about it.
Pablo and Rebecca?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Hi.
You guys can have a seat. So, what are some of your questions you have for me today?
All right. Well, recently, we had some minor mishap, and unfortunately now she is pregnant. We're both minors, so we're a little bit worried and freaked out about the situation, and we just wanted to talk to an educated person and kind of figure out what we can do from here.
Yeah, there's nothing really to worry about. You said you're minors, so I'm guessing your financial stability isn't the greatest, so you can't really keep it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're both go to school, and I have a part-time job. I work at like a fast food restaurant, so yeah, that's that, I guess.
Well, personally, I wouldn't keep it just because you don't have the funds and you'll be struggling, and there's a lot of fighting going on between that and stuff like that. So have you thought about abortions at all?
Yeah, I was thinking about abortion. Can you explain more about it?
We have two different types of abortions. There's a surgical one and then there's a medical one. And with the medical one, there's 3 different stages. And you start out, you have to do your pre-exams and stuff like that. And then they give you your first pill, which goes in and kills the fetus. And then the second pill starts flushing it out slowly. And the third one flushes it out completely. And you will bleed for 3 months, approximately. Just slowly bleeding it out.
That doesn't really seem like too bad of an option. It's going to be painless.
Yeah.
But that seems like a good route to go if we had to do abortion. But is there and does it matter if you're a certain time along, or is there certain things about that or whatnot?
If you're too far along, you can't have the medical abortion. How far along are you?
About 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months.
That's too far for the
Okay,
medical ones.
so
So now there's surgicals. And with
Surgical?
Yeah.
Oh.
Surgical. And with that, there's 3 different types. There's the assertion, where we just pretty much go in with a vacuum-like tool and suck out the fetus. And then
No.
there's the D&E, which is you go in with the same vacuum tool and then with a metal hook and chop it up and suck it out. And there's also the D&C, which is they take the inner lining of the uterus out and then it just falls out.
I don't.
Is it
Yeah,
another option?
I can't really speak for her, but I already know by looking at her, she's not really for this surgical abortion, and she's not 40, I'm not really 40 either, and that kind of honestly listening to that kind of freaks me out a little bit. So
yeah, it's pretty scary.
yeah, honestly, what do you feel like? Abortion's really not the right path for you, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, honestly, we were kind of leaning towards adoption anyways. We were just kind of discussing abortion just as a last resort if we had to. But, can you discuss any adoption options, how we go about doing that, or if it's even smart, or what do you recommend for that?
I would think adoption's part of the smartest to keep the kid alive, and there's open and closed adoptions.
Okay.
But with the closed adoptions, if is basically you don't want any attachment to the kid, so you will have the kid and then give it to the parents, and then you will never see that kid again. You won't have to worry about it or anything.
Okay.
And
Is that if we decide to do adoption, is that something we have to come to the conclusion today? We want close or open, or can we just figure out we want to do adoption and then decide that like in a little bit down the road that we want to do close or open?
That's more or less up to you, but you can
So we
choose.
can do that down the road later, okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
you can also go out and choose the parents. You can go out and search yourselves
Okay.
for the parents. There's different adoption agencies that allow you to do that.
Okay.
Because along with the open adoption, you can go out when you choose the parents and have maintain a relationship with them and the kid.
Okay.
So you can see your kid, and your kid will grow up knowing that you are the parents.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Well, I can't speak for her, but I mean, I'd like to do the open adoption because that sounds good. I'll obviously like to see my kid. But what do you think?
Yeah, I like the open adoption. Sounds great.
That's a smart choice for.
So, all right. Well, I mean, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that'd be a good, smart choice?
I think the open adoptions are smart because you two are minors. You can't financially support this child, and if you give it to somebody else, they can support it as long as they keep you inside the relationship. Then there's no problem. You can still be the parents of the kid.
Okay.
And with having the kid, there's no alcohol, there's no smoking, there's no bungee jumping, no crazy activities like that. You just have to take care of the kid, eat properly, stuff like that.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling. Is there any paperwork for you to get filled out, or anything to get started, anything like that, or?
Yeah, that's fine. I got some. Here's some pamphlets on all of those different types of subjects in case you guys decide to change your mind.
Okay.
And
All right. Well, I very much appreciate your time, and you kind of ease our minds quite a bit. We feel a lot better now coming to talk to you, so I appreciate it.
that's good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All
If you have any questions, don't be afraid to call.
All right. Thank you.